Now, to me, everything that's happening happens for a reason. And you can only have a little bit of understanding to really understand it in a larger scale. To understand it in like, if all you believe is this, right? You believe this thing, and this thing is the thing that you believe, and that's the noise that it makes, and that's how it goes. It's like this. And somebody comes up to you that you know, and they're like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? And you're like, I'm doing this. Well, they're like, hey, I just, wound up getting like this. So now you relate to each other. And this, now in your head, is better if it's this. It's still this on the other side going on, but now you're this because this person is that. And allow them, because of your perception, you allow them to, not in your mind, be that. This is aside from, and you being them, and that's them. They're like this, while you're not even like this anymore. You're really like that. So two of those rocks. But in your mind's eye, you know that thing is going on in the background for you, because now you've submitted or allowed yourself to be, or surrendered to being this, and something. And then let's say that here's your friend, and pretend that I already have another hand that's doing that, and it'd be better if I was Shiver or something. And then this guy comes up and he's like, hey, and they're like, wow, these guys are a good guy. Let's be this guy and this guy, but in this weird arrangement. So now you got something going on like this, and you got all these arrangements, but you are all of these arrangements. And then when you go home and there's nobody, you're still there. You're always that. You're still always that. There's no need. Those people, you met them for the reason you met them, reason in the season, and seasons for reasons, and all that kind of business. And that's it. You know those people for what you know them for. And then that's what we develop lasting friendships with real people, because you go through all of these things for a reason. They're beyond any kind of like, this happened to you because you're the dumb guy. Everyone is the good guy. Everyone is in love with them, their life or themselves or something loves them enough where they're existent. They're miraculously alive, or whatever you want to say. And we just have to do the best we can at what we do and what we want to do, and not hurt other people in doing it. And that's all we do, is hurt other people. Because if we didn't, then I wouldn't say it. So it's happening to me. It's probably happening to you. Doesn't necessarily have to be. You could be a person that none of that happens to, and you totally understand it, and you're like, well, this guy, knows what I'm saying, but I know more than what that guy's saying because it never happens to me. And then you're like, okay, then you take your show on the road and you do the whole thing, and you say this, and you go like that, and this, your own way, which could probably just be like this. Yeah, it's okay. And that's it. Just opening of that, and everyone gets it. Because you're never going to get this. That's the unknown. That's like the X in the math problem. That's the thing that you say, okay, this means that, but how? If you live your life, everything is in its right place in a way that goes beyond spatially. Everything is connected. Everything has these patterns, or whatever you want to say, or you could even say it's relative to like fractal information, or whatever, things like that. Because it is, and under the surface, with things you can't see, like whatever levels and whatever spectrums, whether it's a subatomic level on some other kind of spectrum, all these things are all possible. There is no like, oh no, it's a dimension door, it just opened up, it's green, and you can walk through it. You live in those things. You just don't see them because guys' eyes don't see that shit. But you live there. I mean, if the colors around you, and you were living here, and those colors were all crazy colors that you couldn't see, and you saw those colors affected, then you would realize more. Well, we're coming to that. Oculus Rift, whatever fucking in Sega Nintendo Genesis or whatever is coming out, the goggles or whatever, and you can can, give God a handshake and you know what I mean, or like a high five, or like whatever whatever you want to do with God, and then the other guy's like, he's the devil. Oh, he's not too bad. He's pretty cool too. Don't worry, everybody. Like everybody's having a good time, like fucking, surfing or something like that. That's to me the whole point of like, you're just supposed to relax, and everyone's supposed to, okay, I get it. Some bad shit can happen. Okay, I got it. This is I gotta be good to people. If you know that you're good to people, and the shitty things that you do make bigger shitty things happen around you, kind of like the concept of like, everyone does push-ups because this guy's a douchebag. It's kind of what it is. It's hard to explain, but that's kind of what it is.